Hi Kylee, this is Josh. Promise for your video. Okay, so basically I start off with your love relationship. Okay, so this is the one. What I can say is that um, let me memorize the card set first. Okay, so now the problem is like that. Is in this couple relationship, it's like both parties, each party only does the things he's like, and sometimes that would be a distance created, a gap. So both parties is like, I leave you alone, you leave me alone, there will be a gap. Sometimes you do your things, he will do his things, and as such you'll be a silent and there may be a gap. So this is what we see here. It's not about quarrel. Essentially, basically, this card in a normal circumstance would mean a breakup. So when I look at it, it's like, is it a breakup or just a gap? A gap. Most likely a gap, but I can't deny if there's a tendency if he may want to actually like maintain a privacy of his own, and of course you do your own things. So that's the weird thing a bit. There's a bit weird and odd here. You should close the gap between him and you. So that's what I'm saying here. Instead of just merely break up or separation. So I would say this is a gap. It's like when I do my things, then you better stay out of my way. I'm doing this alone and you better go somewhere else. So this is what I'm seeing here in the love. Okay, so this is basically the love. I start off with this, and then when I ask whether you get pregnant or not, most likely no. It's still in progress. The pregnancy status is all in progress. This hermit, you say you lost your direction. You do not know why do you want pregnancy. Does it mean if you want the pregnancy to bind the guy? I'm not sure. Okay, it seems that there's a purpose you want the pregnancy instead of just you want to. There's a purpose of doing that, but I don't know what's the purpose you're doing that. Okay, so this is very important. Hence, you only know it's more like a personal purpose. It's not for the family purpose. That's what I would say. It's more to a personal purpose. I don't know what's that personal purpose. I wouldn't know. And it's more likely that you're confused because if you want to get pregnant but you're not ready to be a mom, but at the same time you want to get pregnant for a certain purpose, but I don't know what's the purpose here we are talking about. So you better be clear why you want to be pregnant. Okay, that's the thing here. So next one is how do you actually cure this situation? The purpose. How do you cure the purpose? It's more likely you can get pregnant easily, but the problem now is there's a gap between you and her, a gap of communication. It seems that he may disagree with the pregnancy. He may, because he doesn't want it in subconscious mind, probably because of troubles or something. So that's what he thinks. He has to work a lot. He has to do a lot for that pregnancy. Hence, there may be a disagreement. There may be a disagreement in his brain, but he hasn't told you yet. So that's the thing here. And now I ask Tarot again. So the pregnancy, is it because of a love problem or the health problem? So when we look at the health problem here, is like that. Not really much matter. It's just more towards the emotional, and this is your own doing, causing your own emotion. Is your action causing your own emotion? But I do not know what action is that. But it's not important. What important here is this. It is because of the love problem. both you and him are undergoing a tower where both of you still do not understand each another in deep, and hence the tower is here for you to understand what is he thinking and what is he thinking about you, what he thinks about you, what you think about him. The mutual consensus is not there yet in order to achieve 10 of Cups. The happiness is not there yet because the criteria to achieve a happy family hasn't been achieved. So it will affect your purpose to have pregnancy. This is all in your subconscious mind or in his subconscious mind. Okay? So what you can do is you better think properly what you want for your life. And again, what you have to be sure is not merely just to, how would I say, like I see people pregnant that I want to get pregnant, definitely not that. So you have to think, what is the purpose of the pregnant? The purpose of the pregnant is when the relationship is stable, then you move forward. But since he disagree with the pregnancy, you got to solve why is he disagreeing and why there's nothing much exposed by him to you in relation to pregnancy. Maybe he said yes, okay lah, okay, pregnancy, okay. So what does he think? What is he thinking in real? You got to know when he says like, oh, I think it's good and we will have a child, and you have to dig it further. So if I have a child, then which hospital I'm going in? And also when I have child, not to say child, a fetus or less than 1 year. So where to admit? What name? And also that's the surface. But how about the deep one? Like let's say if I have a child here, have we prepared for the finance? Are we going to for the which school? I mean, how much finance we are going to give to finance this kid? And where we have to stay? Are we staying in a safe place? Are we staying in the environment where the kid is supposed to stay? Do we have a good environment in terms of family environment, like in the house? Do we have a good environment for the kid? All these things. So when you say you want to get pregnant, you got to learn, you got to think all about this. It's just a matter of getting pregnant and then just deliver it, finish, paying all your medical bills, that's all. So you got to think all these things before getting pregnant. See, the 10 of Swords, you can solve the problem with him, but both of you must think in deep. It's not about just pregnant and then solve it out. It's not that way. And then as to the way of education, to educate the kid, how you want to educate a kid, you have to think all this before getting pregnant. Okay, so that's it. It may not be nice, this video, but what I say is you have not thought far about pregnancy. Okay, you got to think all these things in detail before get pregnant. The chance of pregnant is there. Just that I don't think I would say if you have not prepared for pregnancy in terms of the mentality, you got to get your mentality right, and also to close the gap between him and you. So that's the thing here. And if you have any more questions, please come to me. Thank you.